Hey everybody, Jake Burns, JBCI, over here in Irvine, Handels. This is our second location in Irvine, 27th overall location. We have passed underground inspection here. We did a video earlier on underground. Now we are gonna pour concrete. Concrete is tomorrow. We don't wanna rush this. We wanna make sure we get it right. You got one more chance to check everything, because once you pour concrete, you don't want to be jackhammering. We want to be moving forward, not backwards. As you notice, our walls are all framed up. This is the way JBCI does it. All our electrical is in, our rough is in. We were in the middle of our underground inspection. Everything we did was right. Engineer made a mistake. Plans had to go back to the city. This was a 5-day process. Normally, you're dead in the water. You got piles of dirt everywhere. You can't work. You got to tell the client, basically, I can't get anything done till this gets resolved. Not at JBCI. Our walls are already done. We kept going. We didn't lose one day. We let the plans go through the process. They got approved. Inspector came back, signed us off. Now we are here, ready to pour concrete. All our rough is basically done. We're almost ready for drywall. Let me show you some of the things we do now to prepare for concrete. We do all the plumbing in-house, we do all the backfill in-house, we do the rebar, we do the visqueen, we do the whole 9 yards. So it's my team that does this. First of all, you gotta know what is your finished flooring. That dictates everything. Here it's epoxy. Epoxy is basically almost credit card thin. We treat it as if it was polished concrete. So make sure that all your floor drains, floor sinks, clean outs, micro covers are set flush. You gotta check everything. Nothing drives me more mad than when I go into a restaurant, the floor sink's cockeyed. This is your chance to get it right. We come in, we gotta backfill everything, we protect everything. We gotta get that done right. Concrete guys get in here, they're not checking your plumbing, they're not checking if anything's plumbed. You gotta get that done right. There's no clipboards here at JBCI. All our guys do everything in-house. So from getting past our underground inspection to where we're at right now for concrete tomorrow, all took the superintendent. Devin, bring it over.
So as soon as we pass inspection, that's when our guys come in here. We get it all backfilled. We put down our vapor barrier, and that is gonna protect us from all the moisture that's in the concrete. As soon as we get our moisture barrier down, that's when we start drilling holes and get our rebar in. If we do need it, we'll get a deputy inspector out here to inspect our rebar for our epoxy, and then next day we pour the concrete. Most important thing is to make sure that all of our floor drains and floor sinks are at level. We want everything to be sloping inwards and nothing too high to where none of it works. So around our piping, we want to put our protective foam, and that keeps the pipe from corrosion from the concrete, and it allows for expansion just for when the concrete dries up and squeezes on that pipe. It gives a little bit of room so it doesn't break that pipe.
I wasn't finding any plumbing companies that could do this correctly. We have to take that initiative and make sure, and if we have control over that, we can take on that responsibility and we can stand behind our work. Devin started off in the company as a plumber, worked his way up to superintendent. He knows this game. So I feel confident having him here. He's one of our best supers. Super happy to have the guy. All right, it's important when you're pouring concrete to make sure your concrete guys don't mess everything up. We label everything, because once we pour concrete, we don't know where the pipe went. We know each piece of pipe. It'll stay there forever. We know where everything's going. It's important that you get that right. Put our nail guards on everywhere so that nobody's driving a screw right through ABS piping, anything of that nature. We make sure that everything is ready for after the concrete is poured. Sometimes I'll go into a construction site and the drywall's up and I realize the space is not compliant. We got lots of chances to get this right. We got chances during the underground to get it right. All my walls are already framed up. We're already plumbed in. I can take my measurements from all the fixtures that I have. I can visualize everything going in. I can map it all out. If I gotta move a wall, now's the time to move the wall. We are talking about concrete, but we're also talking about a bigger picture. It's all about getting prepared for the next phase of construction. You gotta know what our walls are. Are they FRP? Are they tile? Architects never do a good job of doing that. They just draw the walls 5 inches. They expect you to do the math on the rest. You gotta check it. You gotta make sure. In this case, we're doing FRP on the walls. So my walls are 3 5/8. I got 5/8 drywall on each side. That ends up 4 7/8, plus my FRP and my FRP glue. We're 5 1/8 total wall distance. Gotta come off my wall 18 inches to the center of my water closet ring. Right here, we wanna be 18 7/8. I've measured it, it's 18 7/8 right there, perfect. We got our urinal in front. We got to get the spec of the toilet. Make sure you get that. Toilet doesn't always go all the way against the wall. Make sure you got 48 inches in front of the urinal. I'll tell you, that ring, that lip hangs out much farther than what it shows on the drawings. 48 is kissing it. That's too close. Give yourself 49. You got to push a wall out a little bit. Push a wall out a little bit. Make sure it doesn't impact anything else. If this room's not done right, you'll fail every inspection. All right, ready to pour concrete tomorrow. Normally, GC calls her concrete guy. We don't have a concrete guy. We're the concrete guy. All right, let's go into simple math. You got all our trenches out here. A lot of different measurements, a lot of different angles. Draw it out. You don't have to be an artist. Draw out your trenches. Get them all marked out. Measure everything. Just get everything down to the nearest half foot. So 18 inches, go 1.5. I labeled it out. A, B, C, D, all the way down the alphabet, and I take each section and I get all my square footages. Figure out how deep your concrete is, how thick your concrete is. Over here, we're doing a 5-inch slab. Take your 5 inches, divide that by 12, gives me 0.41. So to get my cubic feet, I get my total square feet times 0.41, which I got 377 cubic feet here, times 0.41 gets me 154 cubic feet. We don't order concrete in cubic feet. We got to convert that to yards. Easiest way to do that is divide it by 27. If I go 154 divided by 27, gives me 5.7 yards. Don't be crazy and order 5.7 yards. You will be short, I promise you. I multiply it by 15% extra. I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it. 5.7 times 1.15 gives me 6.5 yards. Concrete's not that expensive. We're gonna go ahead and order 8 yards. That's it. That's how we calc it out. Figure out your own system. This is our system. That's how we do it at JBCI. We're almost done. Right when everybody leaves, the last thing we do, take a hose, get all your trenches wet. I want that water to soak in, get it into your soil, so when my concrete comes, I'll have the strongest concrete that this center will offer possible. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We have more videos on underground plumbing, drywall. Check us out at jbci.us. Reach out to us if you need a bid or want us to look at anything. We're happy to help. Thank you.